Hi everyone, my name is Tessa Barker and I am a first year student at CU Denver in the College of Arts and Media studying music business. And I'm going to answer some questions about student life for you guys right now. So, my first question is, what do I do when I'm not in class? And I would say most of the time, if I'm not in class or I'm not working, I am at the gym. We have a really nice wellness center that I like to take advantage of through the classes and the rock climbing wall and just all the really great equipment. And then if I'm not at the gym, I'm at my dorm in my room doing homework or hanging out with friends. And sometimes on the weekends, I will go into the mountains and go hiking with some friends. The next question is, what clubs and organizations am I a part of? And currently, I am in two organizations. The first one is Music Industry Student Association, and that is just a group of students who are in the music industry studies program, and they just have a lot of guest speakers come in, and it gives us a lot of great opportunities to network and get real life experience about the industry. And then the other club that I'm a part of is Women in Business, and that is a group of both men and women who are just there to support each other and figure out ways to help women grow in the community in businesses through entrepreneurship, volunteering, and just a lot of other great opportunities. So those are the two clubs I'm a part of currently, and I really like them. I've met a lot of great people through them. The next question is, where is my favorite spot on campus? And it's kind of torn between the observation deck in the Wellness Center because it's my favorite view of campus. And then the other spot is the third floor of the Student Commons building because it's just a little study space and it's a great view of the city. So looking the opposite way as the observation deck. And it's just a really pretty view, and there's plants all over the place because that is the communications department, and the director of the communications department just loves plants and has them all over the place. So it's definitely just a really nice, calming spot to study and get some work done. The next question is, what is the social scene like on campus? And I would say during the weekdays, like during normal school hours, it's pretty active and lively. You'll see a lot of people out on the quad, a lot of people talking about clubs and organizations. There's always a game of volleyball going on the quad. And then on the weekends, it does tend to be a little bit more quiet because we are a commuter campus. So most people are at home, or they, like I said, I like to go into the mountains, so just get out of the city for a little bit. But it's definitely a fun social scene, and during the weekdays, I would say is your best time to connect with people and meet new people. The biggest challenge that I've faced in college is definitely just being confident enough in myself to just like feel good about my participation in classes. When I first came to college, I just thought that I was totally in the wrong spot and I knew nothing about the industry that I wanted to go into, and that everyone was way smarter than me and knew a lot more than I did. But then I slowly figured out that everybody's in the same spot as you are, or a lot of people are in the same spot as you are, and everybody is feeling the same way. So I overcame that by doing my best to participate in class, and I definitely studied a lot harder than maybe other people who already understood some of the content did, because I just wanted to be at their level and get as much growth as I possibly could in a short amount of time. The next question is how I would describe my fellow classmates, and I would say the majority of them are very similar to me, very driven. They know what they want. They want to be in the music industry, and they're very passionate about music, which is a super cool environment to be in, just surrounded by people who love the same thing that you do and are knowledgeable about the same thing that you are. And it just creates a lot of cool discussion and a lot of awesome collaboration. And I look forward to when I am an industry professional and being able to see what all of my classmates are doing, and just being able to connect with them after I graduate. I think that will be a super cool experience. And the next question is practical experiences that I've had outside of the classroom, and I've had a few. The first one I would say is I have an internship with a small arts collective that has a record label section, and I work as a music journalist intern. So I've definitely applied some of my knowledge about the industry that I gained from class in that internship, although it is fairly new, but I've been able to already establish that I have some knowledge of the industry and that my classes have prepared me to become an industry professional, hopefully more than an intern one day. But then some other experience that I've had relates to some of the classes. So my music marketing class, we do a full marketing plan where we're working with a real band, a Denver native band called the Lollygags. And I've had a few meetings with their lead singer and kind of frontman about things that they are looking for in the marketing plan and just a little bit to get a better feel for the band. So I've gotten to meet with them that way, which is super cool. And then I also just get a lot of experience and a lot of opportunities to meet with industry professionals like I do in my club, the Music Industry Student Association, just to meet industry professionals and to gain some real life experience and ask questions and make connections. What is the dorm life like? It's definitely dorm life. It's kind of stereotypical, but everyone is super friendly, and my favorite part about the dorms was I remember the very first week of living there, and everyone was just trying to meet people as fast as they can. And so me and my roommates would just go and knock on people's doors and just introduce ourselves, just to try and meet people that way. And that's how I met some of my really close friends. One of my best friends, we just met, we were walking in the courtyard, and we just kind of turned around and we were like, "Hey, what's up?" And that's how we met. But other than that, the dorms are super safe and they're super fun. And yeah, it's overall a great experience. I would say it's good for your freshman year, just while you're getting a feel for it. If you're not going to be commuting to school, it's a great place to live. What are the facilities like? I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail about the music facilities because those are what I know most about. So our arts building is, it looks kind of old, but it has a lot of state-of-the-art technology. We just got a brand new, huge soundboard, custom made from Sweden, actually. And all of the equipment in the studios are super nice. There's pianos in all the practice rooms, and there's a lot of practice rooms, which is super helpful for when you need to get those extra hours in. But yeah, all the facilities are super nice, always very clean. And something I always like to mention to incoming students is that there are a lot of places to just hang out and chill and do homework between classes because, again, we are a commuter campus. So a lot of people don't have a place to go in between classes. So they've created a lot of really cozy and nice study spots to just hang out in between classes. So yeah, the facilities are super nice. The next question is, have I ever studied abroad? And I have not, just because this was my first year and I didn't want to take on too much all at once. But it's definitely something that I'm really hoping to do. Everyone I've ever talked to says you have to study abroad in college. It was my favorite experience. So hopefully I'll get to do that in the future. The next question are which clubs and organizations are popular, and I would definitely say the student government organization is very popular just because it's a way for students to have their voices be heard and to speak up for their fellow classmates. It's also very similar to what a lot of people did in high school. If you were involved in student government in high school, that's a super good connection that people make. But for the rest of them, we have over 100 student clubs and organizations, and I would just say that the popular ones depend on your major. Like the Music Industry Student Association, the one that I'm a part of, is definitely the most popular in the College of Arts and Media program or the music program because it's one of the only ones that's offered, and it's one of the most well-known ones that's offered. So I would just say it depends on your major, but Student Gov is a really big one, and working for the Century, which is our newspaper, is a really big one as well. But yeah, again, it just really depends on your major and what you're interested in. So currently we don't have any sorority or fraternities on campus, but we are working on implementing them. I believe that we've narrowed it down to about 6 sorority and fraternities. that will be brought to campus in the near future. But personally, I don't know too much about the sorority and fraternity life, other than that it is trying to be more present on campus. And the final question is, what do I want to do with my degree? And my lifetime goal ever since I realized that I wanted to work in the music industry is to work for Spotify. They're definitely a company that sparked my interest in not only music, but the industry side of music, not just creating it, but that there's a whole backstage process and behind the scenes process to getting the music that you listen to and love and cherish out there. So definitely working for Spotify will be my number one goal, and I'm hoping to do that out of college as soon as I possibly can, which is why I am trying to graduate early and why I'm starting my internships as soon as possible so I can start to gain that really critical experience of working in the industry. All right, well, I hope that this was super helpful. And if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to the CU admissions team, and we'd love to answer them for you. And we hope to see you in the city.